The Prudential Halftime Report is brought to you by Prudential. Come to the companies of the Prudential and build your future on the rock.
Welcome to our halftime report, everybody. Hope your Thanksgiving was plentiful and that you made it home a little bit better than 4 of the Milwaukee Bucks starters did. Bucks coach Del Harris gave them the holiday off. Nice guy that he is, after losing their last 3 games before the holiday. So they spread over the river and through the woods, supposedly going to grandmother's house, but 4 of them failed to make it back for the mandatory Friday practice, and so they were benched tonight and fined. Larry Kristowiak, Moses Malone, Alvin Robertson, and Dale Ellis all were no-shows yesterday, much to Del Harris's dismay. Bucks are at Indiana tonight. Afternoon game at Madison Square today. The Pistons in town to take on the Knicks. What a difference a half makes. Mark Aguirre all smiles in the first half. He had 18 points for the Pistons. Unfortunately, second half he had none. Meanwhile, the force for New York, as always, Patrick Ewing. He had 20 in the first quarter for them, wound up with 45. He had 2 halves. After trailing by 18 in the first half, Ewing led the Knicks on a 26-4 run. Takes the lead pass there. Orlando Woolridge gave Detroit an 80-77 lead with this bucket and subsequent free throw. But Ewing, as always, led the Knicks back. He had 4 points in an 8-0 run, and they never trailed again, although it would get a bit tenuous down the stretch. With 1:01 left in the game, Pistons within 3. Ewing had 2 blocks down the stretch, including that one, and they go on to a 103-96 victory. Knicks are now 7-0 at home at Madison Square. Meanwhile tonight, Lakers in Philadelphia, 76ers without Charles Barkley. He has sore ribs. They tell us he'll be out another 11 days. Sure hurts the 76ers. Jack Haley filling in for the injured Vlade Divac had 4 points and 6 rebounds in the first quarter for L.A., and it was an early Lakers lead. Sixers on the break here. Hersey Hawkins misses the layup, but Johnny Dawkins follows with the tip, and it's a tie game. Ryan Oliver with a strong drive for the layup for Philadelphia. But at halftime, the Lakers lead it 51-48 over the Philadelphia 76ers at the Spectrum. And just in case you missed this one last night, you don't want to miss it now. Indiana versus Cleveland. Watch the shot by the rookie Terrell Brandon. Takes the inbounds pass, uses the baseball throw. Oddly enough, he had tried 9 three-pointers this season, missed all of them. But he hit that one for maybe 4. We will knock you out with more when the Prudential Halftime Report continues here on TBS. Season thus far is the progress made by the Miami Heat under new head coach Kevin Lockery. This club no longer the patsy on everybody's schedule as in the past. Tonight in Orlando, and the battle of Florida is literally that. Kevin Lockery's got his club playing well. Orlando up early. Scott Skiles with a nice pass inside to Jeff Turner for the layup, and the Magic leads it. But Miami fights back. Grant Long with the lob pass, or Grant Lob with the long pass to Steve Smith. And the Magic are right in it. Miami's Steve Smith goes to Glenn Rice here for the easy jump shot. He takes a bit of a lead. This is a shot that you'll want to see, though. Time winding down in the first quarter. Jerry Reynolds sort of hangs in midair, gets the shot to fall, goes in at the buzzer. He's fouled, but he misses the free throw. This got a little bit ugly later on. Ronnie Cycli, Greg Kite behind the play, going after it between each other. Both teams realize what's going on back there. The two are fighting on the sidelines, and both of them are ejected. This was a little ugly. This is going to be a rivalry that will be going on for a lot of years between the two teams in Florida. Miami at halftime leads the Orlando Magic 50-42. It has been a month of peaks and valleys for this young club. They won a franchise record 4 in a row, and last night's loss in Philadelphia was their 3rd straight. But look at the difference that a year makes. 5-9 a year ago, 8-6 going into tonight's game, and they come up soon here on TBS against the Atlanta Hawks. They're a much improved club. Hawks and TBS take you on to the rest of the schedule tonight. Full schedule and going on around the rest of the NBA. The Timberwolves are at Dallas. Seattle is at San Antonio. Indiana faces a bench full of Bucks, as we told you early on. The Nets are a mile high at Denver. Jazz is at Phoenix. And then later on tonight, the Hornets buzz the Clippers, and the Bulls try and make it 12 in a row at Sacramento. Thanks for joining us, everybody, here on the Prudential Halftime Report. We'll take you back to the Omni for the second half of the Hawks and the Celtics after this. Hawks up 67-52.